Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the Grill 15 and why I hate this tank's gameplay. Now, this tank is a pure camper, and it low-key also sucks at what it does. It's big, it doesn't have armor, and you are spotted relatively easily, right? So, I mean, this tank doesn't have any armor, it has good mobility, low alpha, good DPM. I mean, it's just all over the place, if you know what I mean. I really like the old Grill 15 with the higher alpha, and I think it was just better overall, because I played that Grill 15 on the first and second line simply because it had high alpha. Now the alpha is so low that you really can't even trade with heavy tanks. Like, if you trade with an E100, you're going to lose out. You have less HP and less alpha. You can't trade with a 60 TP. Like, it doesn't make sense. Now, if you play this tank purely third line and second line, it becomes so team dependent. Like, if you sit at the back constantly, you have to you're dependent on your team to spot for you. And if your team sucks and they don't spot for you, you're so screwed. Like, this is what I hate about the Grill nowadays. And it's just overall, life is hard for the Grill these days in matchmaking, simply because you don't have much flexibility. You lost that sort of independence that you previously had, where you could sort of, have one teammate on one flank and sort of play along with him. Now you really cannot afford to do that. This tank has good mobility, sure, but is it really useful? No, not at all. You're going to come into one position at the start of the map, at the start of the game, and you're pretty much going to sit on that same hill or in that same area for the next few minutes, and then you might relocate. Apart from that, it's usually very static, and the gun in general, the weapon handling is perfect. The aim time, the gun handling, the accuracy, everything is very, very good. Even the consumables you get are very, very good. The only thing I would really complain about is the alpha, guys. I would, again, give back the tank the old alpha and maybe reduce the reload time. And I think that would be much better for the Grill, because right now this tank really doesn't have enough breathing space to sort of play in games, because you get cornered, you get smacked up by every single tank you meet. It's impossible to sort of peekaboo, because again, your DPM is useful so long as you sort of, you can shoot constantly. But is that really going to happen every game? Someone's going to peek and you shoot them and then you pull back. And then that tank is not necessarily going to try and re-peek that same position. So I think the Grill should, for example, get 700 alpha, but then get its reload time reduced drastically, because then I feel like the tank would play in a much better fashion. Because again, the alpha it currently has is so low, and you need to, see the enemy a few times and shoot at him a few times in order to sort of actually make use of that DPM. The DPM is unusable, and the spotting rate, well, not like the rate at which the Grill itself gets spotted, is very high. And again, you cannot necessarily fight on long distances as well. So overall, this tank is decent, but it has so many problems with it, and to pull this tank off, you actually need to be good at the game these days. So it's not the old Grill where you could just sit back, give your 640 alpha in someone's face, and then pull back. Now you're going to be pew-pewing, sometimes even like 400 something. Sometimes you're going to be pew-pewing like 510 alpha. I mean, it's just funny when a Grill with such a humongous gun, wink wink, starts to pew like 490 or something, So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye bye.